Hello, crafty friends. It's Amy, and welcome to my channel. Nice to see you. Let's get started. We have another this month's craft, and this happens to be a box that is full of, let's look inside. It's a paint by numbers. So as you look in here, the first thing we see is the instructional manual. It's got some full color pages in there, and it's easy reading, just kind of fun. It gives you tips and tricks on what to do. Let's keep digging in this box. All right, in the little bag it shows you the little image of what you'd have when you get your paint by numbers canvas all completed. And here we have some paintbrushes, and we've got the paints that match all of the spots on the canvas that you'd need to paint. And then we've got hangers, and you could put those on the back. And then here is the canvas, and I wanted to mention how nice and sturdy this is. This is pretty good quality canvas. And then as you open that up, it'll show you a smaller printed picture of what exactly you've got here for an image. And this is, a smaller image of what it is. Okay. Here's a little close-up of how it's printed on there. It's done very well. And then you can see that the canvas, how the back looks and the thickness of the canvas itself. The printed image is 40 centimeters by 50 centimeters, or about 16 by 20 inches. Okay, let's have a look at this booklet. Now it does talk a little bit about the history. It goes back, teaching people how to paint, and this was like a stepping stone, how to, have a good experience with your painting your canvas, taking your time and taking breaks and making the best of it, the most of your experience. All right, let's look at these paintbrushes that came along with this. Looks like we've got 3, and there's 3 different sizes. Small, medium, and large. It looks like one of them is like a flat one, so if you had a bigger area you could run that across. I'm going to pick up this smaller one because I have a small area to paint. So you find your paint color, and I'm going to match it with the number on the canvas, and it suggests to do a little stir, and although I don't know if it needed it, it does suggest it, so I'm just going to follow the directions. You can set that little toothpick aside, and once it's dry, you can reuse it, or however you want to do it. They're pretty cheap. Now, when you pick up a new paintbrush, you notice how it's got that stiffness at the end. Somebody probably knows why. I do not, but I use my fingers to kind of break that stiffness, and then we can start painting. You can see where this would be something you'd want to take your time at. You could relax. You can think about things and just mindlessly paint. Sometimes people need something to do when they're having a little time to themselves to think about things, work through things, something to do with your hands. And hopefully you feel a little more relaxed when you're done. Have some water nearby so you can rinse your brush and keep it nice. And I did put it on a little tray in case I had a spill, then it wouldn't get on the canvas, and then just dry it off. Let's go for another color here. And I'm going to take my toothpick and I'm going to stir that up nice and thoroughly. And my brush is pretty much dry again. I'm going to use the same brush, and we'll just go along and paint that. And you notice that it's a little transparent right now, and I'll show you that we'll do 2 coats of this. This is great for a relaxing type of craft, and when you get done, you've got something pretty like this, and the picture wouldn't do it justice. You know, a painted picture would be just beautiful in your home. So like I had said, it requires 2 coats of paint, and make sure they are dry in between coats. And I'm just going to show you, this is the first coat when the 2 colors that I used, and then we let it dry. And then this is the second coat, and you can see there definitely is a little difference in that. Well, this is this month's craft. I hope you enjoyed my little video. Be sure to check out my description box for a discount. Just go directly to the link, and then I would get a little bit of commission with that as well. Thank you so much, my friends. Keep crafting, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you with the next video. Bye-bye.